Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I don't know if I just downloaded the video about Gus Walsh and losing my dad when I was 9 years old. And I am immediately, it's still 3 o'clock, and I'm recording this video. I don't know if you guys will see this video Saturday, or more than likely you're going to see this Sunday morning. I'll probably save it for Sunday morning because I'd like to get the previous video to get as much exposure as possible. I am proud of the video I just made with about Gus Walsh. That being said, I wasn't going to talk about this. There's a couple things I learned not to talk about. I'm going to be 59 years old, not too distant future, and there's things I've learned you're better off not discussing, especially on social media. And that's medical issues and financial issues. You know, my money situation and my health. Two things just not a good idea to discuss to anybody. Keep it to yourself. But I am going to talk about this because it's really not as big a deal. I'm not hurt as bad as I imagined. I honestly, when this happened, I honestly thought that one of my ribs had come through the skin, that I had broken a rib and it had punctured a lung or come through my skin. The reason I'm talking about this is I'm very disappointed. I hate saying this. I've been living in this city for 3 years now. It's a Democrat city. It used to be a Democrat city. Now they've just, in the last couple of years, they elected a Republican mayor. And it's a small city, 60,000 people. About 60% white, maybe. There's a lot of it's a mixing pot. There's a lot of different people here, and I'm proud of my city. I'm proud of my new city. Until yesterday, and I got to say I was very disappointed. You guys know I ride my bike. I'm an exercise fanatic. My new addiction is exercising. I can't even tell you guys. I exercise about 6-7 hours a day. I ride, walk, lift weights. I just love it. I ride my bike every day. Maybe 6-8 miles, 2-3 times a day, 10-20 miles a day. And it's a city, like I said. And yesterday I took a spill on a main road here in Bristol, Connecticut, on Route 6. It's a main thoroughfare. There's a lot of shopping centers, and right where this happened, there's a red light, and there's always cars stopped at this red light. There's a train tracks and a big intersection, so there was at least 10 to 12 cars lining the road right where this happened, feet away from where this happened. Literally not more than 10 or 15 feet from where I fell. All right. A whole row of cars, people all in these cars. I'm riding my bike yesterday, and my foot, I'm wearing these sneakers that are kind of slick on the bottom, and I'll never wear again. And I'm doing about 25, 30 miles an hour, going pretty fast, about 25 on flat ground. And I'm pedaling hard. My foot slipped off the pedal, and it almost hit the ground, and I almost lost my balance. And I was like, whoa, first thing I thought, wow, that was close. I almost, it would have thrown me off the bike. And I looked down, to look at the pedal, why my foot slipped off the pedal. I'm thinking, wow, I got lucky there. And as I looked down, I must have veered slightly to the right. And there's a sign, like a speed limit sign, the metal post, and my handlebar hit the metal post, and the bike just spun. Like I said, I was doing about 25 miles an hour, and I flew. The bike just spun sideways, and I flew in the air off the bike. I hit the ground in my shoulder, my shoulder right here. I have all road burns here. Because it's actually, you can't see it that much. It hasn't, most of it's back here. It hasn't scabbed yet. I hit right here. I felt my head hit the sidewalk. I'm surprised I didn't break my collarbone. The thing that really hurts, though, is my ribs, because my arm, like, I impacted right here, flying, and my arm went into it hurts right now, went into my ribs. I thought I broke my ribs, and then I immediately flipped over, head over heels. and I slid into the road, into the breakdown lane, right next to the cars that were at the stoplight. I always get up quick in a panic. You know, I honestly, oh, my wrist might be broken too. You know, this whole side took the impact. I broke this wrist before, that's why it looks like that. But this wasn't here. I get up, you know, and it hurt so bad. I thought my rib was broke for sure. You know, I could breathe now. I know it's not broke. I broke ribs before in fights. And right off the bat, I'm embarrassed. You know, I mean, you know, head over heels, my ass up in the air and everything. And I'm waiting for people. I'm waiting for the cars to stop, the doors to open. Are you okay? You know, and I'm thinking of the coming embarrassment. Nobody stopped. Nobody. Not one car. Not one person. Not even 10 feet away from me. This entire row of cars. Not one car. Not even slowed down. They were all sitting at the red light. No, not one window came down. Not one person stopped to ask me if I was okay. I mean, I flew off the bike, hit the ground head first, rolled into the street, right next to their car. Gray hair, I'm almost 60 years old. Somebody might be a little concerned. No, nothing, man. Nobody asked how I was. The good side of this, when I got home, I was really, I don't know if I was angry or disappointed. And there's a Facebook group called Bristol Talks, or Bristol Talk. You know, every town has these Facebook groups where everybody just chimes in from the city or the town they live in. And I posted this. I wasn't mad, but I just told it just like I just told you guys. And I just saw the hits. I've never gotten hits like that. If I got hits like that on YouTube, I'd be a millionaire by now. And a lot of people were concerned. Are you okay? You know, oh my God, people suck. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking any one of these people could have been in that line of cars. You know, all of a sudden on Facebook, everybody's all concerned. Are you okay? That's terrible, Daryl. Oh, I hope you're okay. You know, and I'm not. I appreciate their concern. But where were those people in that line of cars? Not one person saw me hit the ground almost head first, flip in the air. Didn't even stop. Nobody. You know, what does that tell me? You know, if this was a life or death situation, it almost was. I can't count on anybody. I can't count on my neighbors. It doesn't make me angry. It really makes me sad. I expected better from this adopted city that I'm living in now. I really, really expected better from this city. That's all I got to say. Have a good Saturday.